Hello student, welcome to the lecture. In this lecture we are going to discuss the stability constants or formation constant. Now stability constant are of two types, that is kinetic stability and thermodynamic stability. So let's discuss what is meant by the kinetic stability. Stability constant. In that we are going to discuss the kinetic stability. Kinetic stability, we know that the name itself indicates the rate of reaction, or it is a measure of the rate at which the complex formation is taking place. It determines the reaction mechanism and it also measures the rate of reaction of the complexes. Stability, so it is measure of the rate at which complex formation is taking place. Complex formation is take place. It is largely decided by rate of reaction and reaction mechanism based on this stability or the kinetic stability. Based on this stability, the complexes are explained in terms of lability, inertness or lability, inertness and lability. So what is meant by inertness and what is meant by lability? This concept we discussed in our previous lecture. Inertness are nothing but the complexes which exchange their ligand at a slower rate is known as inert complexes, whereas the complexes which exchange their ligands within a time or at fast rate is known as a labile complexes. So the tendency of this complex is known as inertness and lability. So what is about the thermodynamic stability? Now the second one, that is a thermodynamic stability. As we know that the thermodynamic stability is a measure of extent of reaction. Formation of a complex under given set of condition. And at equilibrium and at n. And at equilibrium it is largely decided by strength of bond between metal and ligand, metal and ligand. And it can explain, and the stability of the complexes is explained in terms of and the stability of complexes, and the complexes are explained in terms of stability or instability, stability or instability. So these are the kinetic and thermodynamic stability of the complexes. Now let's discuss the formation constant. Consider the aqueous solution of nickel sulfate solution. It is green in color due to formation of nickel aqua complex. So the reaction is as like nickel sulfate when added to water, then the green solution of nickel sulfate, nickel aqua complex will be formed. So reaction is as like when ammonia is added to this solution, which is observed due to formation of nickel ammonia complex ion. So the reaction is as like if we add ammonia here, then the reaction is as like there is a formation of ammonium complex here. Now if we add, or the equilibrium for this reaction can be given by we know that the K is equilibrium constant. So K is equal to concentration of product divided by concentration of reactant. So we can write like that. Here divided by reactant in large excess. The concentration is almost, there is no change in concentration, or the concentration is almost same. So the reaction or the is as like K is equal to the product of reactant divided by product of concentration of product divided by concentration of reactant. So here we can write as like so if the K is known as a stability constant and greater the K, greater will be the K, more stable will be the complex, and 1 by K is known as a dissociation constant or instability constant. So the reactions or the complex formation is take place in many steps. So we want to calculate the formation constants for each and every step. So we discuss the stepwise and overall formation constant. Formation of complex take place slowly if the ligand molecules are added slowly. So we need to discuss the reactions or the equilibrium at each and every step. So let's discuss the stepwise and overall formation constant. So stepwise and overall formation constant. So for that we have to consider the reaction, consider the general reaction. Where M is a metal, L is a ligand. If we take n number of ligand, n is a number of ligand, the product will be MLN. So if we take equilibrium for that reaction, the equilibrium for that reaction is that is K, again equilibrium constant, where we know that the concentration of product divided by the concentration of reactant. So concentration of reactant will be like that, whereas concentration of reactant. So the reactions are occur or take place in many steps. So we want to or we need to discuss the concentration at each and every step. So let's discuss. Of complex may take place in one step. So the K is the overall stability constant, but we know that the reactions are take place in various steps. So the concentration of each and every step is like that. If suppose M plus L, it gives Ml. So the K for that reaction is a concentration of product divided by concentration of reactant. Now for second step, where M plus Ml plus L, it gives Ml2. The product is Ml2. Here in each step the ligand will be added slowly. So Ml plus L, Ml2, and the equilibrium or overall stability for that reaction is like that. Ml2, concentration of product divided by concentration of reactant. For third step, here we can write again Ml2 plus L, it gives, it is a interchangeable, so we can write here as like that is Ml3, and for K of that reaction is a Ml3, means the concentration of product and the concentration of reactant. So we can write here as like Ml2 divided concentration of reactant. Now the fourth step, MlN-1 plus L reduce the product, that is MlN, means N is a coordination number of the respective ligand, and for that reaction is equal to concentration of product divided by concentration of reactant. So here this is a, so here the K1, K2, K3 and Kn are the K1, K2, K3 and Kn are the stepwise stability constant. Stepwise stability constant. Whereas N is a maximum number of coordination number for ligand L. So N is a maximum number of coordination number for ligand L. So the K is a, we can say that the K is a K1 plus K2 plus K3 Kn and so on. So K is a overall stability constant. So we can write that K is a overall stability constant and is also known as a K is a overall stability constant and is also known as a stability constant also. So the reciprocal of this K is 1 upon K is known as a dissociation constant. So we can write here as like that in continuation with this. So here the K is a overall stability constant where it also known as B, that is a, it also referred to as a beta or B beta. So here the K is a overall stability constant and here that is a beta is known as an designated by B is known as a also overall stability constant. It determine the ligand and metal association. So the inverse of this stability constant is a instability constant. So we can say that is a reciprocal of or the instability constant. So these are the stepwise and overall formation constant of the reaction, in that the metal, how the ligand is attached with the metal with their concentration and their reaction rate. So let's discuss what are the factor affecting the stability of complexes. As per the, we know that as the value of K, that means the overall constant, that is K, is increases, the stability of complex increases. So let's discuss the stability of complexes. Factor affecting the stability of complexes. So here there are various factors which affect the stability of complex, and now we recently discussed how the stepwise and overall formation constants are occur in each step and their stability, where here as we know that as per the value of K, means equilibrium constant or overall constant increases, the stability of complexes also increases. So the first factor which affect the stability of complex, that is a size of metal ion, size of metal ion, greater the charge or smaller the size, the smaller the size, greater the charge, greater the charge. So the stability of complex increases. So the stability of complex is increases. Complex is increases. Here if suppose we know that the metal and ligand association as like that, and as the size of the metal ion is decreases, the stability of that complexes, overall stability of that complexes will be increases due to small size and high charge. So the second point is a charge on the metal or the charge on the metal ion. As we know that the high charge and small size will increases the stability of complexes. Now the next point, that is ligand size and charge. So the second factor is ligand size and charge. So the complex is nothing but the ligand metal association. So as well as ligand as well as metal, ligand size and charge also affect the stability of complex. So the ligand size means that if suppose is a small size ligand, smaller size ligand, small size and high charge, of ligand increases the stability of complexes. Now the next factor which affect the basicity of ligand. So the fourth factor can discuss as basicity of ligand. So basicity of ligand is also affect the stability of complex. So in basicity of ligand, as we know that the ligand is an electron rich species which have tendency to donate the electron to the central metal atom, and central metal atom is an electron deficient which can accept electron from the ligand. So here basicity of ligand means as per the donation or the donation capacity of ligand increases, the stability of complex will get increases, means that the basicity of ligand increases, the stability of respective complex will also increases. Then so let's discuss the next factor which affect the stability of complexes, that is a Chilet effect. So in Chilet effect, as we know that in previous lecture we discussed the chilation, chilating agent and Chilet effect. We know that as per the in complexes, when there is a chilating ligand, the stability of that complexes will increases due to increase in entropy of that complexes. So chelate effect, due to chelation, what happens generally? If suppose there is a metal, and here if we take an example of bidentate ligand, that is a ethylene diamine, what happen here? It will donate the electron, or it will increase in, due to bidentate ligand, the donating site will be increases and there is a ring formation, means that the donation will be automatically, the basicity of ligand here increases, and the donation increases, stability of complexes increases. So that's due to chelate effect, the stability of complexes is increases. So we can say that chelate effect increases the stability of complexes. If you take the simple monodentate ligand, for example ammonia, and if you take the bidentate or the polydentate ligand, automatically the polydentate ligand, due to chelating effect or the chelation or chelate ring in that complexes, increases the stability of complexes. Now the sixth one, that is steric effect. Steric effect. This steric effect is due to the chelation. In complexes, generally what happen when there is a ligands are, we discuss the types of ligand. Ligands are monodentate, monodentate, bidentate, tridentate, tetradentate and polydentate. If you take an example of ethylene diamine and EDTA, that is a ethylene diamine tetraacetic acid. So here what happened? Generally ethylene diamine is a bidentate ligand. It have a 2 donor site and EDTA have a 6 donor site. So the size of the ligand, size of the ring of EDTA complexes is obviously more or large than the ring formed by the ethylene diamine. So here what happens generally? Here if suppose the EDTA form complexes with this respective metal, the size of EDTA will obviously more than the ethylene diamine. Both are the chelating agents. So it form ring, but the ring formed by the EDTA is in bigger size than the ethylene diamine. So the ligand with small size or the small ring size can form stable complexes generally than the last ring size, because here there is a steric hint. Due to large ring size, generally what happens, the ligand repulsion will be increases, and which affect the stability of complexes. Due to ligand repulsion, the dissociation of complexes take place easily. So that's why we can say that the small polydentate ligand form more stable complexes than the large polydentate ligand. So we can say that in steric effect, we can say that the bulkier ligand form less stable complexes due to ligand repulsion. Ligand repulsion, and this repulsion affect the stability of complexes. So the small polydentate ligand form more stable complexes, because there is no ligand repulsion in that small polydentate complexes. So these are the factors, 6 factors. In that we are discussed the size of metal ion, charge on metal ion, size of ligand and charge of ligand, then basicity of the ligand, Chillet ring or Chillet effect or the Chillet effect and sterific effect. So these are all factors which affect the stability of the complexes. So we will stop here. In next lecture we are going to discuss the IUPAC nomenclature of this coordination compound. Thank you.